Thank you for joining us today to go over our findings for our case study. We had Robert as our subject, and today we're going to talk about how we will be solving Robert's career dilemma. And a big thank you to the group members, Davis Day, Jennifer Taylor, and Tresha Williams, as well as myself. And we look forward to talking to you about our proposed solutions today. So here's a brief overview of what we'll be talking about today. First, we're going to talk about who Robert is. Then we're going to go ahead and move into the challenges that Robert is facing. We're going to cover our proposed solutions that are related to his experience, his networking and self-promotion, as well as his transferable skills. Then we're going to cover some actionable next steps that Robert could take to advance in his career. We will discuss the career development theories that support our proposed solutions and actionable next steps. And then we'll finish up with our conclusion. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about who Robert is.
Robert is 30 years old and has spent the last 5 years working in corporate finance. Currently, he's in the process of earning his MBA with the goal of transitioning to investment management. However, Robert's journey hasn't been as smooth as he hoped. His recent internship didn't provide the hands on experience he was looking for, leaving him feeling stuck and uncertain about his next steps. To complicate things further, Robert faces difficulties with networking and self promotion, two skills he believes for advancing in his desired field. In this presentation, we'll take a closer look at obstacles Robert is encountering, explore potential solutions, and examine how career development theories can guide him towards achieving his goals. Let's take a look at the key challenges Robert is facing in his career transition. First, he lacks specific investment management experience, making it difficult to break into the field. His background in corporate finance doesn't fully align with the skills needed for investment management. Next, Robert is hesitant with networking and self-promotion, which are crucial in finance, but areas he struggles with. He also has limited recognition of his transferable skills from corporate finance, making it tough to position himself as a strong candidate. Additionally, Robert is unsure how to present his disappointing summer internship in interviews, concerned it might reflect poorly on him. Finally, his negative self-perception is affecting his confidence, leaving him feeling stuck and uncertain about his next steps. These challenges are significant, but with the right approach, Robert can find ways to overcome them.
There are some proposed solutions for Robert's career development. And kind of the first one we thought of is experience. And that would kind of entail building a strong foundation. There's a lot of different things that Robert could do, but specifically, there could be side projects or volunteering in investment management that can help him get that experience he feels he lacks. Short-term certifications or training. More training can also make you feel more confident. And then seeking roles with team management, mentorship, or cross-functional collaboration, which will then create just more opportunities for him, networking, etc. And kind of going off of the networking and self-promotion, connecting and communicating. Sometimes all we need to do is just reach out to people and figure out who can help us. So we would recommend a career coach to help develop networking skills. Also attending industry events and conferences, getting to know people, getting to know new things, etc. Engage in online networking like LinkedIn. You got to make sure you have that very professional profile. Got to make sure you get the premium sometimes. That's a great idea. And then you need to develop your own personal brand and your elevator pitch. Who are you? How can you describe yourself professionally in 1 to 2 sentences? And then another of our proposed solutions would be transferable skills. We want to leverage existing strengths. We want to highlight his transferable skills, corporate finance, completing MBA. Those can go a lot of places. And so if you can highlight those instead of focusing on where he failed, that will help him. He can explore related fields, consulting, strategic planning, project management, etc. And then he can also create a detailed portfolio showcasing diverse experience that he has and where he can make a difference. And then also he can kind of focus on his age and experience as assets. Like you can't take away his experience. And that's something that can prove to be really valuable for Robert.
For actionable next steps that we determined for Robert, we propose that he engage in interim work, freelance or consulting roles. This will really give him the experience that he feels that he's lacking in the new field or the new workforce. Also reflecting on his internship and focusing on the positive takeaways. Previously, he's felt that his internships had no value, but if he can leverage the experience that he previously had into focusing on high points in those internships, I'm sure that he can get something positive out of it that he could use in his new career. Also, developing a career portfolio showcasing his skills and experience. This will let all his new network contacts know upfront the value that he can provide to their team, and that he is leveraging out front all of his experience in one shot. So he's making sure that all of his highlights are out there for everybody to see. He can also shift the mindset to focus on his self-worth and his positive reinforcement. I know that in the previous case study, he felt like he didn't have find any value, or he could offer any value to the workforce or his career field. If he can find a positive highlight in any specific goal or objective or experiences that he's had, I'm sure that will help boost his self-confidence. And also establishing specific measurable networking and professional goals. Put yourself out there. Actually say that if you're going to be on LinkedIn and you're going to get on LinkedIn, every month I'm going to make 2 new contacts, or I'm going to engage myself with 2 new conferences or meetings that happen in the field or this new field that you're trying to break into. That will get his name out there and actually make him more comfortable when he and helping him to achieve his goals. For career theories, these are some of the career theories that we'll now go over. Super's life space theory, the Hollins career choice theory, social cognitive theory, and CIP theory of career choice.
Super's lifespan and life space theory tells us that career development happens in stages throughout a person's life. Robert, being 30 years old, is in the establishment phase, where he's working to secure a stable career in advance. However, his recent setbacks have slowed his progress, which is why he's feeling unsure. According to Super's theory, it's important for Robert to remain adaptable and open to learning new skills, even if things don't go exactly as planned. His self-concept, or how he views himself in his career, is also key. We encourage Robert to keep exploring different opportunities so he can gain more confidence in his abilities.
Hollins career choice theory, aligning the personality with the career path. The Hollins theory suggests that the individual thrives in the work environment matching their personality. Robert's personality aligns with the conventional and investigative types. These are a preference for structured environment, data analysis, and problem solving. To excel in investment management, he needs to cultivate his enterprising and social aspects, which would be the leadership and interpersonal skills and influences.
Social cognitive theory was the next theory that we saw. And really, it's overcoming negative self-perceptions. Our brain is a lot more powerful than we think, and it can really affect how we are going to be in our life if we're going to be successful. And kind of a key part of social cognitive theory is the self-fulfilling prophecy, the negative self-fulfilling prophecy. He repeats in his case study, it's not what you know, but who you know. And that mindset is going to hinder his progress because he feels he's never going to be able to grow because he feels he doesn't know anyone. And yes, we talked about the actionable next steps, but also having that belief in himself can make a huge difference. So like it really can mess with his confidence and then discourage his active pursuit of opportunities. He will not go after the opportunities that are before him because he's scared or feels he won't succeed. So the biggest thing to overcome this, it's going to be a lot of mental toughness. And he needs to have cognitive restructuring. He needs to challenge these negative thoughts and replace them with positive beliefs. So kind of do the reversal of a positive self-fulfilling prophecy, where Robert will tell himself, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go reach out, just like Tresha said. We're going to make goals. We're going to do this, where he will succeed. He's making sure for that for himself. And then he's going to focus on his strengths, past achievements, and seek support from mentors, which is some of the other actionable next steps we suggested. And I mean, he has his MBA, he has a lot of other things going for him, and he just needs to recognize what he has. And I'm positive if he does that, he will start to succeed and do better.
Next, we're going to talk about the career information processing theory. So it's basically a structured approach to career decision making. And the career information processing, or the CIP theory, it basically offers a practical framework to guide Robert through the career decision-making process. And it also emphasizes the importance of really understanding himself, understanding and analyzing what he knows about different types of careers, and then as well as a systematic approach to his decision-making in regards to his career. So, as a career coach walks Robert through the different steps, there are several steps to the process where, of course, as career coaches, we could interview. During the initial interview, we're going to conduct preliminary assessments with him. We're going to make sure that we define goals, but not just for him. Like, we need to make sure they're mutually defined goals, and that he understands also what the goals are and what the problems are. Then we're going to go ahead and formulate those goals. Going to develop a learning plan along with Robert, and then implement that learning plan. And of course, then in the end, to make sure that we are on the right track, we are going to continue to evaluate goal attainment. So, of course, as a career coach helps Robert through these steps, he's going to gain clarity on his values, his interests, his skills. Where does he want to take his career? So, as a result, he's going to be empowered to make more informed career choices, make goals, define his goals, and reach the goals, develop those actionable steps in his action plan, and of course, monitor his progress to make sure that he stays on track with his career and where he wants to go.
In conclusion, a lot of what Robert has, it can be helped. We again suggest working with a career development professional will not only help Robert explore his options, but also help him make those actual next steps happen. And kind of from an outsider perspective on his career, it will kind of, if he has this perspective, he'll be able to paint a more complete picture of his current career status. And then lastly, Robert will gain a better understanding of his career and his options after working with a career development professional. They'll help him explore his values, reflect on his career and experience, and discover the value of what he brings. And he'll really start to see who he is and how much like his career he has going for him. He's going to do so well if he can just remember to do a couple of these actual next steps you suggested and maybe apply some of the theories. And we're grateful that you have listened to us, and here's our references.
And thank you everyone for joining us for our presentation today. Hopefully we've had some good takeaways for you, and maybe even some things that you can apply in your own career. Thank you.